environment where a variety of topics and conversations can take place, ultimately enriching the experience of our members and guests. We value and respect diverse opinions, and we encourage all to engage in respectful discourse.
It must be Wednesday today. It must be Wednesday.
That's why we got all these beautiful people gathered here, huh?
Yes, sir. We got a bunch of beautiful people here today. I hope we get some more beautiful people. I like beautiful people. I like any kind of people. Beautiful. Not beautiful. I don't know. Everybody's beautiful to me. Doesn't really matter. I don't want to leave anybody out. I like a lot of different people.
All you ugly guys are beautiful too.
Yeah, all you ugly
Stein
dudes.
still loves us.
Yes, sir. So how are you today, man?
I'm excellent, man. It's always a really good morning when we get to start off in a 3-way video call with me, you, and Seven. So, yeah, it's always great, man. But it's a beautiful morning here outside of that, which is nice as well.
Those were supposed to be secret. Nobody was supposed to know about those.
I can't help but brag, man. You know, when you bag a dime like that, you know, you got to tell people.
Oh, I guess so. Man, it's raining out here today. It's been raining here for the last few
that's
days.
a bummer.
Yeah, man. Well, springtime. Spring showers bring May flowers. Was it April?
Absolutely.
April showers bring May flowers, but it's already in May. So whatever. It don't matter. Today we're going to be talking about Q2 and Cornucopias. That should be exciting. I'm looking at the roadmap right now. There's some stuff going on that we should know about. I think everybody knows about it. This thing Cornucopias.
What is it? What are we talking about? Cornucopias?
Yeah, Cornucopias. Q2. Quarter 2.
That's like what is Cornucopias?
Is it 2Q or Q2? 2Q or Q2?
Q2.
Q2? Did I put that right on the? I did put Q2. Quarter 2.
Yeah.
Not second quarter.
2.
Excellent. I enabled my streamer mode on my Discord, so I won't have any dings coming through.
Oh man, that's that's really annoying. I put up with that for a couple years before Discord collectively let me know what that was.
I let you know what that was.
Well, yes, but everyone also right behind you was like, "Yeah, you idiot." So yes, thank you first and foremost to Stein, of course.
Was it me?
But I was embarrassed by how many people knew.
I thought we were in a call with somebody else or something. I can't remember.
It was a Corn Mafia, just voice chat.
Yes.
So there was a couple people there, probably Tizzy and the usuals. Yeah. Yep.
Well, we're going to do an hour. We cut this down to an hour, so we'll be doing an hour today. I have my timer on, so we can stop it at an hour. Hour and a half was fun, but it was too long. It was just too long for people to re-listen to.
Yeah, it is pretty long, and sometimes I feel like some of our topics are more befitting a 1-hour segment. And initially, right out the gate, we had some heavy hitters, and I think those were deserving of an hour and a half. But it's nice to trim it down sometimes.
Yeah, in a year from now, it'll be like 5 minutes. Be like, what do you got to say? Nothing. All right.
It'll be the bull market then. I hope.
Yeah, so, well, the game
it could be entirely different.
The game will be going on. I mean, we might even have less people listening if the game's going on. People will be like, "Wow, I'm playing the game. I don't want to listen to these jackals."
Yeah, the game is out. I don't need to do this anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna listen while I'm playing the game.
Jesus, will you let us bring you up on stage?
Next level, baby. I didn't see a stage. I'm sorry. I was looking for it. I was back in. I came out of the green room and I saw no stage.
Damn
so
it,
I just
Fryler.
assumed.
We're supposed to introduce Scruffy. We're supposed to give him an introduction. We can't have him just like, shooting out from the side hallway over here and say, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
I know. I threw a wrench in this, folks. I was like, I'm going to get him up here.
Jesus Christ, man. Scruffy was supposed to introduce you. He's supposed to be like, "Yeah, and here's Scruffy." No, Scruffy don't.
A man who needs no introduction.
Scruffy don't need no introduction. That's right.
Damn right. My reputation precedes it.
Well, talking about proceedings, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag on this one. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag on this one. I want everybody tomorrow. We usually don't do this, but tomorrow on 2 Weak Links, our special guest star is Scruffy. Yes, sir. We got Scruff coming on tomorrow.
I'm really
2-week links. It was a good interview. He had
Damn
us.
it, my crickets button is not working.
Oh boy. He had us. He had Seven and I crack. I was just when I was on the call. I was telling Fryler. I said, Scruffy had us cracking up so hard when we started recording when we first got him on that I thought I was going to have to stop recording.
I'm really excited for this one because I've been waiting for this one.
I know,
I'm
everybody's
honestly
been
surprised
waiting.
that you didn't throw them right out, but I guess you have to give people something to look forward to,
No,
right?
Seven and I had it all worked out, man. We were letting Scruffy hang out.
I wouldn't expect too much. I'm just I like to under promise and under deliver.
That's how I am. That's why I can't
right?
work. I can't work for Amazon. They were like, hey, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm under delivering, man. This is how it works." Oh shit!
Soon they'll be under delivering with drones.
I know, man. I love Amazon.
Or I guess they probably are in some places, but yeah.
You know what I like about Amazon? I like to order I order kitty litter because I have a cat. But then I like to order like 3 boxes.
And you keep it in a bag, apparently.
Well, no, I like to order like 3 bags at a time, and then the poor bastard has to
watch him carry it up.
Yeah, like 55-pound box.
Sit at the top of your stairs with an iced tea.
Well, I'm just glad you let the cat out of the bag earlier because it's not good to keep your cat in a bag, especially if it's like a bag of, kitty litter.
Oh, I get boxes of kitty litter.
Terrible.
Cat.
I'm calling PETA after this show.
PETA?
It's better to keep your cat locked in your computer case.
Well, earlier in the show, you said, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, which means the cat had to be in the bag. Now, I don't know how long you had your cat in a bag, but I'm just saying there's people out there that may have some words to say about that.
Well,
and come to think of it, I haven't seen you yell at your cat in a while.
That's because he's got it in a bag.
No, I was trying to do a Schrodinger experiment.
So now it's in a box.
It's both alive and dead at the same time.
Yeah,
it's a super state of both.
Right.
Awesome.
The only problem is I didn't have any irradiated materials. So I just put them in a box.
But poison a little block of rat poison will work just the same. I'm just trying to help you out here.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that. No, my cat's fine. I just have to lock it out of my room when I'm on these Twitter calls because it just jumps up. Plus, I haven't been doing any VCs really. I mean, we had a VC yesterday. My cat decided to interrupt it. But yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Twitter space. Talking Q2 of Stein's cat.
Yes.
Yep. What is the cat up to this quarter?
Yeah, let's get into Q2. Okay. Main website update launch is planned for Q1. Okay, we got that done.
That happened.
Right.
Yeah, that happened.
Right. Learn and Earn website launches planned for Q2. That hasn't happened. Metaverse launcher hasn't happened. Racing game. Well, we talked to that one to death. We talked that one to death. And Cornucopias Metaverse PC public testing.
I don't believe we did talk it to death. Honestly, Stein.
Oh man,
I could talk longer, but we won't.
I know. Well, we had a Twitter space last week on it, and then you did a Twitter space the other day on it. So
well, Sakura and I just co-hosted, but yeah, we kept talking. It was nice, man, because there's so much nitty-gritty granular detail that you could get into, but you're not a gamer, so you're not interested in it.
I am a gamer. You don't understand that. I am a gamer.
I asked you before. You're like, I haven't gamed in 20 years. If you haven't gamed in 20 years, you're not a gamer, Stein. Get over it.
I didn't game in 20 years. I said I stopped gaming 3 years ago.
That's 20 years in game time.
Oh.
Hey,
so you admit you quit?
Yeah,
real
I did.
I'm sorry. I don't like to correct people, but I've heard you say it like 2, 3, 4 times, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe I'm wrong. I always thought his name was Sakura. Is it?
Do I say Sakura? Kingsley, get up here and tell us, what is it?
I don't know if I'm wrong, because if I'm saying wrong, I want to change how I'm saying it.
Well, I'm probably wrong, but let's get it from the Kingsley.
Oh boy!
Step up. There he is.
Step up, boy.
Here he comes. He's going to let us know.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to learn. I'm almost guaranteeing I'm wrong.
You probably are.
That's the spirit.
Hi, guys.
Good morning.
What's
Sakura.
happening?
Yeah, it's pronounced as Sakura.
Oh, it is
Sakura.
Sakura. See, I am in the wrong. I am going to change how I'm saying that.
Man,
Beautiful.
it's tomato, or Sakura.
Yeah, I mean, there are different ways to pronounce it.
All right. Well,
No worries. I apologize for interrupting, but thank you for correcting. I've always kind of wondered that a little bit. So, I'm sorry, Stein. You were talking about that you stopped gaming
a few
3
years
years
ago,
ago.
yeah, when I played League of
You left off?
Legends. Yeah, I was playing League of Legends, and I just kind of got burned out on it.
I got to tell you guys, I have been really getting into Fortnite lately. Like we've mentioned in the past, I didn't love the whole building and shooting people and all that. That was too much to handle. But now that I found zero build in Fortnite, I'm hooked. And they just added Star Wars stuff this week.
I was gonna say
New Star
yesterday
Wars.
I hopped on a round, man. I picked up a lightsaber. I went straight lightsaber for 12 kills and almost won the match on solo, but it was some BS. I should have won, but whatever.
All right.
It was fun. I'm really enjoying the game too, actually, because for the same thing, I played it once years ago and I hated the build mode. I just got spanked and I did not like it. I'm like, I want to shoot. I don't want to build. So yeah, the new no build mode is awesome.
I want to shoot builders. Okay, what are we mostly?
Now, wait. Fryler is a builder. And so I just want to point that out. You just said you want to shoot Fryler.
That's fine.
Yes,
that's
yes,
fine.
We're in the middle of a lover's quarrel. It's okay.
I'm not in eyesight of him, so he's safe. He's safe. I'm not in range. he's not in range, so he's safe. He's safe. So what are we most excited about on Q2? I'm excited about any of it.
Any of it.
Well, first of all, another thing that I think is very.
Just pick one.
I think it's very important also to remember that these roadmaps are very, very fluid. We like to pigeonhole it into, okay, they say it's going to end. This is exactly how it's going to be. But a lot of things get pushed. Some things come up. Some things go back. So, yeah, I think we have to all keep in mind that not all of these things may come, but hopefully a lot of them will.
We're gonna have to pull you away from the Cornucopias team and get you on the Corn Mafia team where you don't give any shits and just say, we need this now.
Well, I am on all teams. I'm on Team Scruffy. I'm on Team Cornucopias, and I'm on Team Corn Mafia. And
nice.
And trust me, whenever I do happen to have the ability to talk with the powers that be, I kind of let them know. I'm like, hey, yeah, sure, I'm, the racing's great and all that stuff, but man, I'd sure love to get in there and build something or walk around or, do some of that stuff. So,
well,
who knows?
The only thing I don't see on Q2 that I really want is my OG roll holders.
That's it's the free NFT 2023 flying
free meat. Right?
It's in there, baby.
I know it's in there, man, but I want it over here in Q2. It's been a long time.
Is it not in Q2?
No.
What is it planned for? Oh, is it just further planning? I see.
Well, again, and I know I've said this multiple times, but they've said, Josh has said on Kopi Cafe roughly 2 or 3 weeks after racing. So hopefully it won't be crazy amount longer.
That's what I was thinking. I can't remember if that was stated publicly or not. But
what's Kopi Cafe? Is that something that they used to do on YouTube?
Yeah, it's a nice little show on YouTube where the founders talk about, what's going on.
Yeah.
You might
they
want to
barely
check it out
quit
sometime.
3 years ago, Stein.
They've been busy.
They did that 3 years ago.
Yeah, they did it a few years ago.
Which means they still are in it.
Yeah.
And Stein,
yes.
if you do end up checking it out, you might want to fast forward to the end because they got leaks down there. So you can go watch those first if you want.
Well, man,
and then watch the rest.
I like doing that. I do. Because I like the leaks are my favorite part, and I can just jump to them. They even mentioned me. Yeah. Rob mentioned. I don't know if they like that, but I still watch the whole show. It's not like, I don't know. Maybe it mixes up their algorithms and they don't like it. I don't know. But I still watch the
think-
whole show.
I think they just noticed a lot of people saying that in the Discord, and I think they just showed you some love because they love you, Stein.
Oh, that's nice.
Look,
Well,
if they
we're
ever
about
wanted
to have. Sorry, go on, Scruffy.
No, it's all you. I'm real quick. I'll just say if they ever wanted to have the greatest ratings ever, they could just do like a 15, 20-minute episode of nothing but leaks.
Yeah,
They'd
right.
get billions of viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
retain viewers the whole time.
Right.
Go ahead, Seven. Go ahead.
What do you guys think they're going to show at number 50?
For a leak,
I bet
think they're
I
gonna
bet that
they're gonna just show a piece of something that we can't recognize.
I bet Josh and Rob race, and Rob wins.
I was hoping for some lore to be revealed because they've been promising that for weeks and weeks.
Lore?
Yeah, I'm a sucker for good story in games. Yeah, lore. When lore?
When lore? I'm
Yeah,
not
when
into
lore.
the lore myself. I mean, I don't know. Every game that I played, I never was really into the lore, but I guess
Oh,
maybe
come
because-
on.
Well, League of Legends, I really didn't care about the lore. I didn't.
It's not something you like to know more about the story because it's not really an RPG, right?
Well, then when I played Call of Duty and Modern Warfare and all these Battlefield and all that stuff, that the lore was just history in itself, So there was no real.
Yeah,
lore.
I totally get that. I actually haven't played the main campaign on any Call of Duty since like forever ago. I don't even know. So
Yeah.
I get that, but it's a big part of other kind of stories. Something more like this, the lore. It's way more important, I think.
I think so.
But you're right.
Yeah,
and those
especially
other style of games,
especially in our RPGs, role-playing games, and MMOs. If the lore is or the story is not good, nobody's gonna get engaged. They will just get tired of it and just move on like a meme coin.
Yeah, but if it's a metaverse and people are going to just jump in, I don't think too many people are going to be into it. I think the people that are going to be into the lore are the people like ourselves who have been waiting forever for the game to come out and they want to know more about it. But
You'd be surprised.
I could be
Mainstream
surprised.
gamers do care.
I'm surprised I
Mainstream
wake up
gamers
every
that
morning.
play a lot of RPG do care. Yeah.
I'm surprised I get up every morning. That's I'm always surprised. I'm alive.
You're like, oh, damn it, alive again. Well, I better go make breakfast.
Damn it. Oh,
I mean, Final Fantasy won't be so popular without a good story, right?
Right?
That's why the
agree.
Japanese gamers
That's
love
true.
it.
Better.
that's true.
Yeah, the law is important. I mean, if it's just a racing game with no metaverse component or no MMO component, then the law is not important. Then I agree.
Yeah, it's good to have lore because they can't make a TV show or a movie without it.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you need to know the terms in the
Last of
metaverse.
Us. The Last of Us.
Coming
Bro,
in 2031. Cornucopias, the movie.
Right?
Ooh, the TV series.
There you go.
Let's hope not, man. They normally butcher that stuff.
Well, they did pretty damn good. They did pretty good with The Last of Us. I thought that was really, really well made. And I didn't even
Haven't
play
seen
the
it yet.
game.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Hadn't seen it yet.
Oh,
But didn't they go in reverse? They made a movie off of a game instead of the other way around, which I think would be easier.
no. Yeah, what do you mean? Oh, what are you talking about? Making a game out of a movie or making a movie out of a game?
Well, we mentioned both now, and I'm saying that it's harder to go from a book to a TV adaptation than it would be to go from a game adaptation into a show. You know what I mean?
Well, I think there's been several successes and flops going both ways. There's been tons of video games turned into movies that were shit movies. But there's been a few good ones here and there. And then we've seen some movies or shows turned into video games. And a lot of them have been trash, but there's a few hidden gems here and there as well. They don't always translate, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But there are a few special ones that they do a pretty good job on.
Like SpongeBob. They made a pretty good game out of SpongeBob.
Well, I'm glad we're talking
Okay,
about
sure.
Q2.
Let's go with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going off track already.
Well,
Well, Seven was talking about the announcement on episode 50. Clearly, they're holding back for something. So I expect it to be big, and that's all I am legally contractually obligated to say.
So you
Did you sign an NDA?
Wait a minute.
You know something we don't.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. The way you worded that is in your contract, you had to say that.
No, I did not have to say that.
Well,
but
you said you were legally obligated to say that. So
well, excuse me. I'm not legally obligated. I am legally obligated to say no more.
Hey, call up my paralegal and ask him if Scruffy said this right.
I'm just saying my legal department right now, they're pointing at me and they're saying, all right, that's as much as, I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I might have an inkling, but I don't,
I had an inkling this morning.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
How'd that work out for you?
Oh, it was good. It was relieving. I wake up every morning having an inkling.
Let's keep this safe for Webb, Stein.
Well, you go in the bathroom and you have an inkling. Oh boy, that's horrible. That's horrible. I shouldn't have.
I like that. Safe for Webb. Is there anything that's unsafe for Webb?
Safe for Webb. Yeah, I didn't catch that one.
That is a little bit of a
safe for work. You mean
irony, huh?
Safe for work. Safe for Webb. Safe for work.
Everything's safe on the web,
right?
Except for your money.
Right?
Jesus Christ! All right, let's see. Metaverse launcher. What do you think is involved with that? That's going to be public testing. Is that us actually going into the metaverse or just the launcher itself? I mean, just like some kind of heads up, something that we're going to have to be learning how to do.
Well, I think that it is the mechanism that launches. If you go on the Kopi wiki, they talk about it's kind of your opening interface, the doorway to all things Cornucopias. And yes, you will be able to launch the game from in there, but they talked about having, news articles, and they talked about having a marketplace directly in there. You should be able to hook up an NFT wallet and things like that. I think it's a big kind of like security deal.
Yeah.
First of all, and between the wallets and entering the game, and they probably want to make sure people aren't loading up executables and things like that. I think that's the kind of wall to the walled garden, if you will.
Yeah, because I don't know if they have this in order, but right after that's the racing game. So public testing for that. So they're going to have to do public. They're going to have the launcher to get into the game, anyways, right? Probably, I would think. To have the metaverse launcher.
Something similar to.
Well,
similar to Epic Games launcher, yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to have your splash screen come up. Yeah. I wonder if that meant that launcher is going to have different like areas you can just zoom into, or is it only going to bring you to your dwelling or your house? Because some people may not want a house. They may just want to come into the metaverse and be like, I want to go to the city, or I want to go to this area here. But
well, you're probably going to have to go to your home bubble first and then fly there and save at one of those locations if you want to start out there.
Well, yeah, but I'm wondering about the regular public. I mean, how is that going to work? Does everybody who comes into this game that wants to just use the metaverse for recreation, do they have to have a home bubble? Is that something that's necessary?
Everybody gets a home bubble with 2 hammocks and a tree.
All right.
That's the idea anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be, and of course it's just speculation, but I don't know if they're going to separate it into gamers and metaverse users. I think they're all going to be rolled into one.
Was that 2 hammocks and a tree, Scruffy?
Yeah.
2 hammocks and a tree.
Jesus.
We get 2 hammocks. I thought we got 2 trees and a hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other way wouldn't work too well. I think I transposed my hammock.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm a bit slow today, but that's good.
2 hammocks and a tree.
Trust me, sir.
These hammocks.
I am clearly the one that is slow, because there's just I don't even. That's like 2 windsocks or something. If you've only got 1 tree, I don't even know. I'm going to shut up now.
Take it from
Scotty got it all
me.
wrong.
When I lived in Florida, take it from me. Do not put a hammock underneath a coconut tree with coconuts. If you do, sleep on the other side.
Life lesson for you guys out there.
Oh no!
I can just see Stein out there taking his afternoon nap and a big old coconut coming and conking him.
It was funny.
It explains a lot about him, actually.
Well, the people that I was staying with, they had a hammock, and one of the trees had coconuts, and I was looking at this thing, and it was like coconuts all over the ground near the head of this hammock, and the guy, he's like, "Yeah, you want to sleep with your head at that end over there." I was like, "I guess." Fuck, man. There was coconuts all over the ground, man. Shit. That shit that would kill you. But anywho, okay, so we got the metaverse launcher, then we go into the racing game. Now, what else? I can't get my words out today. What else do you think they will have on this metaverse launcher besides connecting your wallet and all that stuff? I mean, I'm just wondering. I know they have it in the Kopi wiki, but anything that you think they might want to put in there that they haven't put on the wiki or whatever? That would probably be good. Maybe they listen to this and say, "Hey, that's a good idea."
Well, I think as time goes by, they'll add lots of features. You know, it's kind of like the necessity is the mother of invention, and I think it's kind of a centralized place where if they sit there and go, okay, once they come out with, say, the land plot picker, my guess is you'll access that through there. So you'll be able to click on a place and it'll show you the map and show you all the plots that are taken. And maybe you have some sort of interface for new people that come in. You know, once the initial set are plopped down, I'm sure there will be some open spaces from some marketplace, stuff on JPEG Store. And if somebody new comes into the project and they buy a parcel of land and they want to go plop it down, my guess is that would be, a fairly main component, but probably not for a while.
Right. That's not where you would build your avatar. You would build your avatar when you got into the game, correct?
I don't know. No, actually.
Well, it says character builder. In there. Yeah, it says character builder inside the desktop launcher or the metaverse launcher. So, but that's in early production still, so I don't expect to see that with the first release that we get here.
Well, how are you going to play the racing game without a character? Well, they could just give you a generic one, you think?
I mean, you could, yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but remember, you do have to walk in. You go into the mega dome where the race area is, and you're going to be able to walk around. The latest update talked about eateries and a lounge and a couple of shops and stuff. So, like you said, they're either going to have to give us all some sort of generic character, or go ahead and get that finished up and buttoned up before that goes too. And they've shown past videos. I think they're pretty far along on it. They've talked about having. When they started this, you had 10, 12 sliders to be able to change attributes and things like that. And in a Kopi Cafe, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago, they talked about, upping that to, 30 or 40 sliders. So I think, I know it says early production, but I just have an inclination that it could
another
be
inkling, people.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said inclination.
You switch it at the end.
I didn't want Stein to be able to pop in there and tell us about his,
inklings again.
I had an inclination. Well, I think I don't know. I think they're possibly going to have, like you said, they've been working on it for quite a while. So I think they're going to have avatar building right from the get-go.
I think that's a pretty basic and base thing, that they would want to have. Again, it's tough to say what's going to be in the testing version versus the MVP version versus, what will come down the road.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of speculation at this point on our parts, right?
It's been speculation for over a year now.
Sounds right up there with other cryptos.
we've been speculating like
Always about speculation.
well, remember like Christ, like a year ago, where everybody was like, "Yeah, we're going to have our own racing and our own domes and all that stuff," and they were like, "Nope, not right now." I was like, "Oh, okay." No racing in the domes. Domes aren't big enough for racing, you know. So,
but here's what I do think is interesting. You know, the title of this is Q2, and I think Q2 is really the start. I think we're going to get our appetizers, right? We've been sitting at the table and we've been waiting for an hour for some sort of food. And I think we're going to get our first set of appetizers in Q2. And I think that's important because I think, you know, in Q3 and Q4, we're just going to get, you know, more courses to the meal. But, you know, I feel like it's close, and I realize that's a subjective term, but I think there's lots to be excited about.
yeah.
Yeah, I
think so,
agree.
too.
That was the first thing I was thinking of when I was thinking about what we're going to talk about in today's space, you know, talking about Q2 and stuff. But it's really, like you said, it's the beginning of the huge deliverables that we have coming this year, the year of the corn, the year of deliverables. So, yeah, I'm really excited for it. Whatever comes, you know, we all know that it's just going to be, you know, a relatively simple MVP. So it'd be great to see as many of these features make it in as possible, but I'm not too hurt if they don't make it. I know that they're coming.
Right. Well, they did say. Oh, go ahead, Scott.
Go ahead.
No. Well, I was.
Well, I'm just going to say. Go ahead.
How about I go instead? Because
right.
you guys can't make it for me.
Cornucopias Metaverse PC game public testing. Right. They're going to be doing public testing on Solus or
Solana.
Esperanza.
Oh my God.
No. It's not going to be a
Yeah,
Solana.
that's what I was. I don't have my glasses on. So, Solus and Esperanza in Q2 and Q3. So they're going to be letting people roam around. Hopefully, pretty soon. I mean, it looks like they're going to do the metaverse launch and go right into the game, and then probably right into something like that, into the racing game, and then right into letting people walk around for testing.
And again, that leads to what I was saying before. Whether it's testing the racing or whether it's testing walking around the metaverse or whatever, we all have to remember there are going to be bugs, right? When we were testing the mobile game, there were a bunch of people saying, "Hey, this is buggy," or that's wrong, or that graphics in the wrong, you know, whatever. And that's why they do testing. So they've even come out on Kobe Cafe and said, "Look, there are going to be bugs. There's going to be a bunch of bugs. They're going to, you know, continue to fix them. You know, that's why the testing is there. They're going to ask for our help to do that. And who knows? You know, if you find a bug, maybe, again, this is pure speculation, but maybe there'll be some sort of small reward for pointing out.
Bug bounty.
Scruffy said there's going to be rewards. That's sweet. Hey.
Yeah.
No.
Scruffy's paying us out of his own pocket.
I think Rob did hang on
Scruffy's
there.
going to give rewards out. So, yeah, but
Damn it. That's how
No, Scruffy, Rob and George.
started.
But that's only on the Solana test net. Okay.
Solana test
the
net.
Solana
paid
test
and
net,
sold.
right? So,
We have to remember that on the Solana test net, it's probably going to go down about once every 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
prepared for that.
Well, I think that's very exciting, and like if they have the community testing, at least the community members are going to. I know they say public testing, but is that public testing for like everybody, or just public testing for people in cornucopias? Like, you know, like
I think from what I've heard, you know, they're going to do it in stages, right? Like maybe people with a certain vehicle or land rarity, or maybe the OGs, or, you know, they're going to have a group of, I don't know, 50 or 100 that get the initial, and then they'll open it up, maybe, you know, 2,000, or, you know, they'll have different stages. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to be in the Cornucopias Discord server to get in any kind of testing. But they do have that testing sign up form on the website too.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good, because you don't want to have a lot of shit and a lot of fudders coming in saying that blows, you know, because there's a problem with a glitch or somewhere in the game, you know. You would want.
I think public. Go ahead. Sorry.
You would want people who have really invested in cornucopias to give a positive a positive, constructive criticism on we're having a problem here. This is, where you look in the game, like I was looking at this rock and then I fell on the ground and now I'm stuck. We don't want people to have, people coming in and spreading the word that this game blows because it's only in a public, beta testing, format.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
They don't
think-
want people out there smearing them.
I think that public just differentiates between the internal testing that the team is doing versus the community.
Right. So public, we're the public, not the people who are not in Cornucopias.
Not everyone in the whole world. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. So, well, I think it's an exciting quarter, and I wish the quarter was only a month long, but it's not. I wish we could have just like, this is what's coming out this month. This is what's coming out this month. Not, is Q2, we're in Q2. Where is it? Is it here? Where is it? No, it's not going to be
Welcome to developing a video game, sir.
Right.
I feel like maybe I'm just like a little more patient. I didn't think I was an extremely patient person, but I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Everyone's like, oh, we've been waiting over a year for this game. And it's like, I've waited years and years and years for games from big studios. So this is nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I just hope they take the time to do it right. I would rather them take the time to do it right than push out anything quickly. You know what I mean? So,
well,
I understand everyone has different.
How many times have you been in? How many times have you gone or waited for a game, I should say, that you have been involved with the development?
Never.
Okay. Well, that's different because this is the people who are in this have a lot of feedback and a lot of hopes and dreams and money and
no patience. So you
well,
prove
no,
my point.
I think everybody has patience. I mean, we've seen a lot of people come and go, even in our guild, people come and go. But we're the main people who are really invested in it. We see them every day, so even people even people who are just finding the game are experiencing. I don't know where I'm going.
I'm not necessarily, just so you know, talking about the people in this room. I'm talking about the people that come in that are like, where is everything? Why is it taking so long?
Yeah.
Why have there been delays? Those are the people I'm referring to.
Yeah. Do we have a lot of those? Are there a lot of those?
Have you ever been in the Cornucopias Discord?
I try to stay away from it. I don't go into general too much. I'll go into the OG section or
when you're this far from any event, there's not a lot of it because it's only these people in this space that are in the room talking.
Yeah.
Aside from like Steve and the mods. But anytime you're near a mint or anything like that, yeah, almost all you see is sputters.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think 7 is probably uniquely qualified to talk about the landscape and the chat, especially like you said around mints. I know they have a hard time keeping everybody on track, and it's I want to thank you for all the work you do, keeping things civil in there, because it's not an easy job. I do know that any customer service is not an easy job. So you and the rest of the mods do great work.
Oh, 7?
You guys really do.
7?
I got to say real quick.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the mods are also great. They're also like compassionate and kind. And in times where I'm like, man, I wouldn't have responded so kind and compassionate. But one thing I love watching Steve really grill somebody on something.
I was just going to bring that up.
Oh, I love it. I love watching Steve just give it to someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
it. Is very
I seen him do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys have a minute, just go into Cornucopias General and do a search for Steve comments. And just keep scrolling until he starts giving somebody the business. Now, he won't give anybody the business unless they've been giving somebody else the business. But it's kind of fun to see him lay down the hammer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree, because everyone is so, the community is so great, and they've developed such like a caring, kind community. So everyone just like always, like, people will come in there just being rude, flat out rude, and saying disrespectful stuff. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They just came in here to be rude. And
like
you
Twitter.
got people like Eric that just turn the other cheek and greet them with kindness. And it's like, good for the community. I'm gonna sit out this statement.
It's like Twitter.
Well, and yeah, go ahead. How's it like Twitter?
Well, now you got people just dropping in and saying a bunch of crap and leaving.
Oh yeah, that's anything on the internet, right? These days,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like from the invention of chat rooms back on AOL. When there's an element of anonymity and there are no consequences for what people say, you wouldn't say stuff that you say in a chat to somebody in real life. You'd be like, man, yeah, they might punch my lights out or something, So it's definitely a different animal. And again, real quick, going back to Steve, the funny thing is, he is a super nice guy, and he's totally chill and very laid back until it's time not to be, right? And again, we need that kind of police force so that when some of these things are coming out in Q2, then like you said, those people that are fudding it and really going to town on it when it's just in testing, can kind of get back in line.
Yep. Well, I've always tried to keep myself, whenever I comment on something, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or something like that, I always try to, I'm a rare one, maybe I'm not a rare one, I don't know, but I try to utilize that platform, whatever I'm on, to only promote or only to say, nice things. If I'm on a YouTube video and I don't like it, maybe I'll give it a thumbs down or whatever, but I won't say anything bad.
I'm with you on that. And I see both sides of it. I think it's important to be critical of things, especially projects that you're invested in. I'm not against being critical of it, but I would rather spend my time giving constructive criticism or praise where it's due. I'd rather talk about things that I like in the space versus things I dislike. And some people have a platform only talking about negative things. So you got to have both out there. So it's great to have people like you, Stein, that would rather just focus on the positives. And
well, I don't have time for the negative. That takes a lot of effort. It takes effort to be have
I just wanted to ask something.
What's that?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What did you say?
Only when Stein's not talking.
Oh, okay. No, because in most mainstream games, they actually employ professional testers, but because this is a Web3 game where you're actually using the community to test. So I'm just wondering, because we are not trained to be professional testers, right? How are we supposed to find those bugs? Or are we supposed to stumble around blindly trying to find bugs?
Yeah. I think so. I think that's what it is, right? You're gonna try to utilize the game, and then if you find something wrong with it, you just mention it, because you're gonna cover more ground with a lot more people.
Yeah, and they've talked about before. They in a Kopi Cafe episode. I keep referencing Kopi Cafe, but it's just where they give us so much info. They showed a grid system that is kind of overlaid over the land, and. By the things they said in there and by the look of the graph, it looks like, if I had to guess, when they're doing like the metaverse open world game testing for like the public zones, that each person will probably get assigned a square on there, and you're supposed to walk around and probably do stuff. And if anything happens in your square, you report it to them, and then they know. I don't know that first of all, I don't know that there's a high qualification to be a tester, right? We've all played video games,
right,
and we've all run into bugs and said, "Hey, man, this is jacked up." I'm not sure it takes a whole lot more than that to be a tester. I feel like I've been training for this for my whole life.
right?
You play buggy
who's
games
more
all the
professional
time.
than us?
If I hide in this wall, they can't see me, but I can shoot them.
I'm
not reporting that bug, dude.
I'm not reporting
I'm
that
just
bug.
gonna lock that one away and.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember Battlefield. I used to do that. There was this one bush that I could actually crouch into, and nobody could see me, and I would just sit there with a silent sniper rifle, and they would just run towards me, and nobody ever found me ever. I was like, this is the greatest thing. I'm not reporting this bug. This is nice. They can't see.
Did
me.
you guys ever play 007 GoldenEye?
I played it.
Oh,
I played
with
a
my
man with a
best friend
golden
couple
gun.
of times.
I played
Really
it.
fun stuff.
There was a multiplayer map where there was like one corner that, and it was intentional, it was made that way, but it was like mesh, and you just seep through it, and you could just hide in this little corner back there and jump out when people came through. I really hoped people had known about it, so it didn't sound so dumb when I talked about it. But
Oh, that's all right, Fryler. That's okay.
Somebody else start talking.
Hey, I was wondering, we got like 15 minutes left. Is there anybody else that want to come up and just say a few things? If not, that's fine. We can handle the show. Okay, no
What's
hands.
up, everybody? This is Eric.
Oh, it's Eric.
What up, E-Money?
What's up, y'all? I have a question. Do you guys think we'll see the suits soon? Racial suits?
Well,
Or will that be later?
I don't know.
I would love if they were in the initial release, but I don't know.
I got a cheeky
That would be
crypto
awesome,
racing
no?
suit.
That's the same thing, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm wondering. I mean, it would be nice to see them in this first test version, I'm thinking. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, there's a reoccurring visitor in Discord that I don't know why is likes me all of a sudden, but everybody else hates him, and we know exactly who that person is.
Yeah, that's funny. I watched that happen too. I saw that budding bromance a couple months ago.
I don't know where that came from. I don't even know where that came from. Like,
I know, especially since the person that I'm thinking of, like, he hates positivity, he hates the GMers, and I'm like, who's more positive and kind in the morning than Eric?
Maybe they got a crush. Maybe you got a crush.
I don't know.
Eric's just charming, too charming for his own dang good,
charming.
man.
Yeah, right. Shit.
You're a snake charmer now, man.
Now,
no.
Now, to get onto the racing suits, can you race around naked? That's what I want to know. Do you have to have clothing on to race around? Because, I plan on, if I get into the game, not wearing any clothes at all.
I think they're going to at least make you wear some bare coverings, like underwear at the very least. I don't think there's going to be nudity.
Maybe I can wear a banana hammock and run around.
Because everybody wants to see Stein racing in a banana hammock. That's what people want.
Just ponytail in the breeze.
Yeah.
I'm excited now. I can run around in a banana hammock.
Maybe I'll play this damn game.
Maybe I'll play this damn game. I bought a computer. I bought a PC so I could play in my banana hammock.
Perhaps they'll have a clothing optional racetrack just for you. I don't know.
That would be sweet, right? I bet you get road burn on your ass. So if you fell off.
Probably more than just on your ass.
Oh, yeah.
You're going 700 kilometers per hour. I mean, I think you're just a smear on the sidewalk at that point.
Maybe some other spots.
Oh, boy. Jesus. Don't worry. I got the banana hammock. That'll protect me. The
parts I care about, at least.
Right.
This space turn. Does anybody else think this space turned weird?
Hey,
I think we started a little weird, but
that's all right. They don't care. They don't care.
It's all in good fun.
Yes, it is. It is good fun. But yeah, I'm excited about Q2. I'm wondering if they're going to bring up some other things that say, if you look on the further planning, I wonder if they're going to pop something else up in there, or maybe the vehicle lighting kit.
Could, man.
Maybe the vehicle lighting kit that we were promised way back when.
I'm so curious what even happened with that. I don't know if anybody here has any insider information.
I must say, I don't think anything was promised. I think the word promise is quite an intense word to say. They're always, like, just from my opinion as an investor and a gamer like the rest of us, because I don't know nothing. They don't tell us more as anything that you guys don't know. So we don't have any inside information or anything like that. But But yeah, I think they're just trying to keep up. They're trying to keep up because what they're trying to do is very ambitious. And I believe that they're working hard to fulfill those ambitions and to, do what they're saying. But there is so much they need to do, and they don't have the team of 100, 150 just yet. But it'll get there. It'll get there. And I think just patience, a little bit of patience, like what Friday was speaking about earlier. If we just practice a little patience, I've been with this game now for, over a year, and you just have to, like Sakura said, you just have to have patience. Some of these bigger games, you wait longer than that. So at least we're gonna have something, like Scruffy's analogy of having a little piece of dessert, or not a dessert, a starter, and then we'll get it after. So.
Yeah, man. Well, I maybe I shouldn't have used the word promise, but you know what I got. You know what I'm getting at, man. Nothing was ever
slated,
written.
Right?
Nothing was.
Yes, but those words mean something to putters. Those words mean something to putters.
Listen,
you know what I mean? Like to us, we know what it is, but to a putter listening in, they go, "Oh, they promised it. Oh, they promised it, but they didn't deliver.
Well,
they
can
only, you know what I'm saying?
They can only blame me, man. They can only blame me. They can't blame Cornucopias for
the
my.
next thing you know, they're trying to dunk Kopi like a meme coin.
Yeah, well, they can blame me. Stein said this. Who the hell is Stein?
We know better. We are diamond hands, but a lot of people outside they
Stein,
just
I'm
think
just
that.
here to let you know they do blame you.
I know, right?
Pretty much for everything.
I hope so. Well,
after the leaks on Kopi Cafe, they blame you for everything. They're like, "This is Stein."
Is that what it is?
Yep, you made it to Kopi Cafe.
Well, I told them that I wanted to have everybody in the racing game start out naked, but everybody have the physique of Seven. There he goes. He left. Seven's gone.
What the hell?
I would not be mad about that.
Oh my goodness! Why you want to be naked so much?
Man,
why you try to be naked so much?
I like being naked. What's
going on here?
Oh man, I like running around naked. Nothing.
He's a naturalist. He's just trying to get back to nature, the way God made him.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm walking around naked right now. You guys don't know. You can't see me.
Right.
Oh no, me.
By the way, real quick, Seven. I don't think have you ever heard the phrase "people in glass houses should not throw stones"? Because I seem to remember a certain VC where someone was awfully scantily clad and it looked almost like he was naked. I don't know if you know that gentleman.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I got no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just saying it was a tad unorthodox. That's
Jesus. Oh, well, you gotta look at it. Freiler and I get on a call with Seven, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man, put on a shirt.
Man, I knew he worked out, but I didn't realize he was that chiseled and that yoked.
Look,
I don't know.
Let's talk. I appreciate it, but let's talk quarter two. What else is going on quarter two? Are we gonna be able to make our avatars, Jack? I've since day one I've been asking for them to like do kind of like a GTA, kind of go to the gym, lift, and get bigger. Your character gets bigger.
That'd be cool.
I wonder if that'll ever be a cool thing.
Yeah, that would be interesting. How about can they make one fat like me? Just real big, heavy, roly-poly?
If you're just riding around your bubble jet.
Just keep eating corn, yeah.
Riding around in my bubble jet, yeah. There we go, man. Smoking a cigar. There we go. Gold chain, pinky ring.
I love the idea, Seven. I love the idea, but I'm not sure it's coming in Q2. You may have to wait a little bit for that one.
Yeah, definitely not Q2. Definitely not Q2, yeah.
But I love that. I would do the same thing, man. I go spend so much time at the gym in GTA just to get yoked.
Look, kids.
Gotta represent Grove Street,
like, everything in the metaverse is going to be like real life, right? So I will go to the gym like twice in my entire career, and I'll buy a membership, right? And I'll keep it for a year, but I'll only go twice, and then I'll have the exact same body I have in real life.
Planet Fitness.
Just saying.
Planet Fitness. They make you come in and cancel it. It's like, man, I don't want to go down there and cancel my membership. But how much does it cost? $10 a month? Yeah, that's fine.
Metaverse fitness. So 7, if you open up a fitness center in your custom dome, don't come knocking on my door, sir.
Yeah,
I've been
Cornstar
down that
Fitness,
road.
baby. Cornstar Fitness.
Make sure that the people have to physically come to the dome to cancel their membership, and nobody will ever cancel, just like Planet Fitness. Just make it so low that it's better off that they don't even leave their house. Be like, it's too much of a ride for me to go down there and cancel this shit. It's only $10 a month.
That's too much corn fuel that I waste just to drive over there to cancel it. I'm staying in my home dome. Screw that.
Home dome.
Yeah, it's only $120 to not have to go down there. Sure.
Yeah, right? Shit. Boy, this conversation has been fun today. It's been fun.
At least we stayed on topic the whole time.
Yeah, I know, right? We didn't get off topic at all.
Totally not.
That's great, though. Well, we got 5 minutes
left. Are you guys listening to the same? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Come on, we got 5 minutes left.
I was just wondering if you guys were listening to this. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Poor Scruffy. Hey, I just want to say.
I hope at the end of the year we can actually have a MVP version of the home bubble. Because remember the old videos in UE4 when they were portraying those trailers for the home bubble building.
Yeah.
Those were dope, man.
Yeah, I think people are going to be building out their home domes because they won't have much to do in the beginning. So
I am with Sakura. I think I'm so excited to see what the home bubble looks like in UE5 compared to the UE4, because the UE4 did look bitchin', but UE5 is just taking everything up a notch. So I'm with you, brother. That's one of the things I'm most excited about. So,
but will we be able to build in our home bubble before the release of the land? You know what I mean? Like, where are we going to source these materials if all we have is a home bubble, but there's no solids to go source trees from?
Yeah.
Only the Cornucopias gods can answer.
That's right.
Perhaps here's another question. Stipend.
I'm gonna post this in the questions chat and maybe get an answer, but maybe somebody already knows and I don't have to. Do we have to source the materials that we build in our custom domes with as well, or will those come in the build kit?
I believe Rob did say we need to go to Solace or some starter island to source those materials as part of our daily quests. So he did answer it before.
For custom domes as well?
No, custom domes is you have to buy the building kit, but for your home bubble, it's daily quests to source all the materials.
And I knew that about the home bubble, but I was wondering, are we going to be given wood for free for our custom domes and stone and whatever?
I kind of got the idea, and maybe this is wrong. I don't think it's ever been officially stated or anything like that, and there's a good chance they don't even know yet, right? But I kind of got the idea that once you got the build kit, you just plop down the building. But that's what I had. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say that's what I had envisioned, was that it would be different for your custom domes, and that if you had a build kit, you could just build whatever, wherever, and terraform the whole thing without having to worry about sourcing the materials first. But I didn't know if anybody had any other information.
I don't.
Good question.
I don't.
I know
Josh coming up. Josh might.
Oh, Josh wants to come up, and we're about ready to head off.
Oh,
Josh, come on, speak up, Josh.
You're going to have to make
All right, real quick. I got excited about the question, so I wanted to jump up. I'm pretty confident. I've thought about this too. I'm pretty confident it's going to be both. So the building kits will give you default stuff that you can work with, and then you can do custom stuff based on what people build and create in the greater metaverse. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be both.
There you go. Ooh. Right from the mouth of babes. Thank you, Josh. I think that's probably going to be what's going to go on too. But all right, we're running up on our hour here, and I know the conversation is going good, but that'll save us some talking points for the next one. Riley, you have anything to say before we?
Nah, just as usual. Thank you guys so much for showing up today and being here to talk vaguely about Q2. Always love talking Cornucopias with all of you guys. Thank you to all of our speakers, Josh, Eric, Seven, especially Scruffy, Kingsley. And don't forget to check out 2 Week Links tomorrow for that Scruffy interview. That's going to be great.
That's going to be awesome. Scruff, you have anything to say, bub?
Just safety first. Don't drive naked.
All right. 7?
Good advice.
7?
No, I'm good.
7's good.
No, I'm winning around.
All right.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's been fun, folks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, thanks everybody for showing up today, and we really appreciate you coming in and listening to us talk about a bunch of weird stuff.
Stein's banana hammock.
Yes. On that note, banana hammock.
This has been a Corn Mafia Guild Twitter space with your hosts, Stein and Freiler. Please join us every Wednesday at the same time, 5 p.m. UTC. We would like to thank all of our guests for their insights and input on today's topics. We also would like to thank all of you, our listeners, for taking time out from your busy day to join us. A full audio version of this conversation will be provided on our YouTube channel. You can find out more about the Corn Mafia Guild at our website, cornmafiaguild.io. So, until next week, thank you again, and have a great day.